Hi, my name is James Selby. Today I'm going to be talking to you about government regulations, customs and risk management. So the first country we're going to be importing our coffee beans from is Ethiopia. Due to the UK still being in a transition period with the EU until the 31st of December this year, this means that we still have to follow all EU legislation and their trading laws. This legislation focuses on food hygiene and traceability, and it also ensures that we do not exceed maximum contaminant levels per product. This can be from using pesticides on the coffee beans. Ethiopia have access to 0% tariffs due to them following the generalised scheme of preferences set out by the EU. This means that they have good governance and sustainable development within their country. The EU also states that Ethiopia has to follow legal packaging requirements when importing the coffee beans. This can be from stating the ingredient list, the expiry date of the products and where they originated from. So, the second country we're going to be importing from is India. Due to us still being part of the EU until the end of this year, we still have to follow all their EU legislation when importing from India. However, due to India not being part of the EU criteria meeting the sustainable development and good governance, they do not have access to the 0% tariffs. They are one of 10 countries, as shown in the table below, that have to pay between 2.6% to 8% tariffs on their coffee bean imports. So with Brexit, this could mean that all of this could change. The UK is due to leave the EU customs regulations on the 31st of December this year. However, if there's no deal with the EU is met for free trade, this will mean that we have to return to World Trade Organisation rules. This could result in coffee import tariffs being set at 7.5% to 9%. This would lead to higher manufacturing and supply costs for businesses in the UK, which could have a detrimental effect. This is because the price of coffee has already increased due to staggered Brexit talks and has reduced into a drop in the pound. This has resulted in higher import costs with coffee beans. Therefore, it is crucial to get a close trade deal with the EU in order to keep these free trade agreements and 0% tariffs. However, with Brexit and leaving the EU, this could mean we can set up our own tariffs with countries like India and those 10 countries in the table shown before. This would mean that we wouldn't have to pay import costs. So what shipping methods will we be using? Well, Coffee Lounge has stated that they want 15 20-foot containers to be shipped in the first year alone. This will be done through using bulk containers, which resemble an oblong sack. This is equivalent to a 20-foot TEU container. These containers have to be lined with strong craft paper to ensure that the coffee sacks are protected. To ensure proper ventilation and no contamination from condensation or moisture, they have to be lined with virgin polyethylene. Some shipping lines, however, do offer already ventilated containers, meaning you don't have to do all this work. However, this comes at a cost, can be quite expensive to the companies. This bulk containers was first trialled in the 1980s, with coffee coming from the countries Brazil and Colombia. So, risk management. What risks could Coffee Lounge incur in their first year? First main risk would be a delay in their logistics process. This could be from shipping the products to getting it to the customers. How to mitigate this risk would be to use efficient planning, considering all external factors that could affect the logistics process. This could be from the weather, the shipping lines. However, if this risk does surface, the action that I suggest Coffee Lounge take is to use emergency stockpiles if they have any, if not to use emergency UK suppliers that could get them the stock on the same day or the next day. The next risk that could occur is the condensation affecting the quality of the coffee. This could be mitigated by ensuring the containers are lined with the polyethylene and the containers are properly ventilated. However, if this risk does surface, the action I suggest they take is the same as before, to use emergency stockpiles if they have any, or to use emergency UK suppliers that will get them the same day supplies. Final risk that I think Coffee Lounge could occur is their coffee waste polluting water sources. This is not a direct risk to them, but in days of sustainability, this could affect and give a bad public image on their business. To mitigate this risk, they need to ensure that their suppliers are managing their coffee waste efficiently. However, if risk does surface and bad publicity is shown by their suppliers not managing their coffee waste efficiently, I suggest they look and change to a more sustainable supplier. Thank you for watching our presentation.